Hello students, today we're going to add paint to our fox. Some people may have started the addition of paint already. You're going to have a palette, and the idea of today's palette is we're not really mixing our colors. We're going to use them the way that they are. I'm going to dip the tip of my brush into a color, and then the way that I paint is I pull with my brush to make a nice flat area of paint. The thing that we might not have noticed about our paint this year is how translucent it is. We can see through our paint, and we'll be able to see those cool newsprint letters through our fox. And I think that's a really cool element. There you can see I'm using the brush back and forth, pushing and pulling. So the flap shape of my brush is flapping and flattening the paint down onto the paper in a smooth, even way. It's like if you wanted to get jelly on a whole big piece of bread but only had a little bit of jelly. We want it to be even and smooth. So any place where there's lumps or bumps, I'm flattening it out so that we can see through the paint. So the areas that I painted orange were only the body, leaving the tail tip white, and the forehead area, leaving the cheeky eye parts white. So there's only two sections where I added orange to this fox. When it's time for a new color, you pounce your brush down in the bottom of your water cup and scrape it dry on the lip. Now I'm ready for another color. Paper towel is also your friend while you're painting, and you can dry your brush whenever you want to. So here I am using the brush shape to pull paint flat and even down my paper, and also carefully going around the black line of my fox. And I'm painting what's called edge to edge. So the entire paper is being painted all the way off onto the messy mat. And any place where there is a lump or a stripe of thick paint, I'm using my brush to flip and flap back and forth and smooth down any of those dark, thick areas. Painting can be very relaxing when you paint long, slow strokes and use your paintbrush the way that it likes to be used. And right here I'm going to show you how the paintbrush tip is the only part with paint on it. I'm not getting any paint up on the ferrule part or the metal part of my paintbrush. And I'm also not getting any paint deep down on the bristles, only the tip of the paintbrush bristles. Now I'm gonna just speed up the videotape, although I'm still working very slowly, using my brush to work in slowly around the outside of my fox so that I'm painting the background. And I'm letting my brush go off the edge of the paper a little bit so that the entire paper is painted. Smooth, thin layers. And it looks like I'm all done. So next you take it to the drying rack and then put your brush and palette in the dirty dishes.